Who said I love you recently? Locky from The Bachelor. Last night, what a show.
So good. The finale was great. It was actually gripping to watch.
It was, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. I haven't been into The Bachelor for so long. I reckon back in Blake's season when it got so juicy.
Yeah, but you weren't
I'm back into it.
You weren't into the guys. Like the
Not
honey
really.
badger, that's not your cup of
worst
tea.
season.
Like a red up a drain. I was like, well, that was too much, way too much. Then Locky came out. Jackie was smitten with Locky.
Oh, I thought he was a great bachelor, right, Irena?
Yeah, Irena's here.
She's here. Locky's here.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How are you? Now, Irena, what do you feel like when there's so many women out there think your man is like the catch of the century?
Oh, that makes me so happy.
You knew from day one, right? You walked down that red carpet. Did you know him from Survivor? No.
No, I'm a Survivor fan, but I missed both of his
You missed
seasons.
both of them?
I like that.
Which I'm actually glad that I did. So I got to know him without knowing all of that background about him. But
did you go back and watch it?
I did.
You would have.
I needed, my Locky fix while we were in lockdown. So I binge watched 2 seasons.
Now he had to lie and cheat and scheme in that show. Were you watching that thinking, oh my God, he could be lying, cheating, and scheming right now?
No, I was watching it thinking, God, he really sucks at lying and cheating.
He wasn't good at it, was he?
No.
Did you watch the show last night? Cause that must have been difficult to watch because you two have been together for a while now.
How long ago did you film the finale?
Oh, what was it
like over 10 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And you watched it together?
Yeah, we watched last night together.
Okay. So
you did?
Let me
that's
ask
nice.
first, Irena, how was it for you watching that last night? Because I don't think it could have been easy.
To be honest, it was actually okay. Locky and I had spoken about the finale straight away, and he was really open and honest with me about what happened, between him and Bella. And yeah, I knew heading into last night's episode that it wasn't going to be easy. But in saying that, watching it back, I just realised just how much I love him, and how I love that he's so open-hearted, and he showed his emotions and he was being real and genuine.
What about when he'd say, "Oh, every time I see Bella, I look in those eyes, I just wanna." Were you talking over that? Were you like, "I'll get a cup of tea now, babe"? Let's see what else is on. Is the block on? Were you doing any of that, or were you just letting it? Were you just letting her watch everything?
I did cover her eyes a couple times.
Yeah.
She was. We were pretty good. We knew where we are now. So
yeah, exactly.
It was a little bit
makes
hard,
a difference. But when he put his giant hand on your little chest, right, and then he did the same to Bella. Did you give him the side eye and go, "Bitch, you did that to me. That was our thing."
Yeah, the heart thing's kind of been our thing from the get-go, and I'm like...
Yeah, it's not really your thing, it's everyone's thing.
Oh, well, yeah, apparently
I didn't
so.
say the exact same thing.
No,
though.
that's
That's
right.
been pretty hot topic at the moment. So.
You mean when you said I've fallen in love?
It was fallen and falling.
I picked up.
Yes,
I picked
noticed.
up on that too, and I thought, oh, okay.
I rewound it just to clarify what was being said, and I'm like, I'm not sure what's happening
He'd
here.
already fallen in love with you, Irena, but he was falling in love with... and another thing I wanted to ask was the kissing. So the kissing, there's not like full pashing, I've noticed.
Oh, that's what you didn't see everything.
Okay, so...
Did you give him a BJ that we didn't see? No? I don't know what happened. A lot of it's cut out.
on the show.
Not on the show.
7:30 time slot.
No, Matty J told me, he's like, if he could go back and do one thing, it wouldn't be go like fully on with the kisses. So I was like, all right, hold back on that, because I'm an affectionate guy, but like, you don't want to see me just blah, 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 all the time. And so, but then I got in trouble for not kissing. It's like, oh my God, he doesn't kiss, and then he kisses too much. It's like, you just
can't win on this show, and you guys would have probably found it quite difficult when it comes to everybody's opinion, which you can't listen to, because honestly, it's been a great season, been really great to watch, and I think everyone's kind of been... Locky, you have been great as The Bachelor. So if anyone says, oh, he cried too much or he's in love with 2 women, they're not in your shoes. They don't understand.
Let's have a listen to the crying.
Oh, God.
Oh, please don't.
Because like I was sitting there watching it
so
last night,
bad.
and I was like, "Oh, come on, bitch, stop crying!"
Stop
and
it.
I know
think
you're
it
a
was
good
He
bloke.
cried. I liked it.
Yeah, but too much.
Hold up, Kyle. You just talked to me on the other side of that door, and you're like, I feel for you, man.
I did feel for you, but then I realised, God, everyone's watching this. this.
So,
Everyone.
And how great that he was able to show his emotions. I think that was really
Yeah,
nice.
but don't, like, girls, you always say that shit about seeing the emotions, but then when a guy starts crying in an argument, you're like, grow up, bitch. You're the bloke. Like,
I'm an ugly crier. Too.
You are.
I did not.
You
And
look
I
better.
just don't cry.
You don't cry at all.
I don't cry at all. I'm not a crier.
So
She's
you're
not.
no, wow.
No, at all. And I think Locky was expecting me to be in tears at finale, and I was just like too in shock. I was just like,
So do you reckon, Irena, if you weren't chosen, that you wouldn't have cried?
I don't
Not
think
a chance.
No way. I'm just not a crier. So like
Wow.
the little tears that I did have on the show were real, and even like that was hard for me to watch because I just don't cry. I hold all my emotions in, and especially with crying, like I'm just not good at it. And I'm an
What's
ugly
with the
crier.
brother? What's with the brother? Like, that whole shit's weird. Like, he's too full on.
Oh no, my
I love
brother's
that.
a sweetheart.
Listen, I
He's the
love.
nicest guy.
Listen. I know you're scared of him. I get it because he's got that serial killer vibe about him. And I like that the older brother. Is he older?
He's younger than
Oh,
me.
he's younger. So
Yeah.
I love he's got that protective thing. But it just came across too weird for me. Like me, like I would pay a bloke to chop my sister. Right, my sister's been single for like 30 years.
No, my
And
brother's
she's
just
got a heap of
protective.
cats. She's a foster mum. She's about 700 kilos. I'd pay. But no one's interested.
No, my brother's just got high standards for me. He
I get
just
it.
wants nothing but the best. And
I did like that.
Yeah, him and Locky actually get along like a house
Yeah,
on
we,
fire.
we
that's
talk a
good.
bit and everything. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that crying, I promised
let's
everyone.
hear the
Here we
crying.
go. We moved
Yeah.
past that.
Yeah, you thought you
it
got
has
out
to
of
be
it.
heard. Here's Locky on national television, so in love, and then so disappointed on the other hand that he's got to let someone down. He burst into tears.
Give me a hug.
Get it together, mate.
Now, can I ask, do you burst into tears after you ejaculate?
I'm a big crier after sex. No, I haven't.
You're in the fetal position like a giant 6'6" crier. Crying.
Like that. Seeing that is weird for me because I haven't cried like that ever.
Yeah, right.
Like,
It's pretty emotional,
Oh, really?
right?
I've
Wow.
never broke down like that, and I think that just shows you how real it was for me. Like I was breaking up with someone to be with someone else that I love, and yeah, it was extremely hard.
I liked that you showed a softer side of yourself because you were crying because you knew you were going to hurt someone's feelings.
Yeah, and you obviously, like you said, you had strong feelings.
That's where I felt like that's where I choked up a little bit. I thought, he's a genuine guy who cares about someone else's feelings, even though he's in love with Irena. You were upset because
Yeah.
you knew you were going to hurt someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a good
And
man.
was it really because she didn't have a life plan in the pool? That kind of was what it looked like.
She couldn't roll out her life plan, and she was out.
I think the thing, because with Irena, whenever we talk, I can see the future and like it looks amazing and everything just fits in. And then when I'm with Bella, it was just now and I couldn't see everything. And
So you had a hard on for Bella, but you saw Irena as like a housewife.
Wife material. No, not housewife.
Oh,
wife
sorry.
material.
Wife material.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Like I was in love with both of them, and they were both two completely different futures.
Does
and
that hurt you, Irena, hearing that he was in love with you and another woman?
No, not at all. His feelings for me were stronger, and
Yeah.
he picked me in the end.
It
And
I can't believe that didn't hurt. I reckon that you were like,
Oh,
you had the shits.
we did talk about it, and it
Yeah, I think
definitely
it's-
hurt it
yeah.
because we had a talk about it, and
It would
I
be
did
hard.
Get the
No one
silent
wants that.
treatment,
You
but
got the
yeah.
silent treatment.
for about 3 hours. And
Guess
then
what?
we
We
talked
love
about
the
it.
silent
I
treatment.
ignored him.
When
for a
did
little
that
bit.
conversation happen?
As soon as we were out.
Yeah, as soon as I went back to Melbourne.
Oh, did
I
you think
made a
I've chosen
joke.
the wrong one?
I'm like,
No,
how funny would it been, if you'd said I love you to both of us?
I was like, oh.
And he's like, you're going to hate me. And I'm like, oh, and I just knew straight away. And in that moment, it did hurt, and I did give him the silent treatment, unfortunately.
That's all
For a
right.
little bit.
I
But
get it.
Men
I
love the
miss
silent
game.
treatment because the conversation stops for
I
a
got a
while.
lot done around the house.
Yeah, yes.
yeah. No, but we had a really great chat about it, and Locky was really open and honest with me. And yeah, I can't fault him for, following his feelings and being open.
Okay,
so,
let's move to the sex. On the first night, the first time you had sex, who initiated that? Who got nude
And was
first?
it after the silent treatment or before? When did it? Which came first?
It was
During.
we did finale and then it was such a big day. Like I just was crying my eyes out. So I wasn't the most masculine dude.
No one wants to root the bloke like that.
I know, right? But we got back and then we were in the room together and we kind of just we didn't go at it. We just kind of sat there late and just talked about like everything. It was.
Yeah.
Was there any fondling during that talking, or was it just talking?
It was kind of just, we didn't do anything.
Yeah, we
like,
just-
because it wasn't
yeah.
the whole time everyone's asking, oh, don't you just want to bang after
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
But for me, it wasn't that. Like, I
It was
was
too
literally
draining,
looking-
right?
Yeah, and the whole time, they were just thinking, don't you just want to bang? And it's like, it wasn't a point where I was like, yeah. It was nothing like that.
What were you thinking, Irena? Were you thinking, are you going to get that thing out, or were you thinking? What were you thinking?
I was just happy to be alone with him.
Right.
No cameras, no one around, and
Oh, we forget that because we don't see the cameras.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'd been surrounded by people from the first day, and that was the
Blah
first
blah.
time.
Fast forward to when your sex started.
Was it that night? Or
Well,
was
yeah,
Oh, it was.
100%.
Okay,
Oh, right.
right. I thought I was getting the impression that maybe you guys just went to sleep.
No, we,
And Irena, what was that like? Because he's quite a big guy. Was he everything you thought he would be? I don't need details,
No, you don't need detail.
but I'd like them. But we can't insist on it. But how was that? Was it amazing, or was it like whatever?
Well,
had
we're
better.
still together, so
Yeah,
I
right.
think that says it all.
And the time that it took, was that appropriate, or was he?
I surprised myself.
Did you?
Yeah, it was a long bloody time. I
Was
was
it
like,
really?
this is going to be like quick.
Well,
But
that's what I always
didn't
think.
do too bad.
Right. Okay. Well
Proud
done.
of myself. Yeah.
Because that's what I thought of you last night. I thought he's going to explode within seconds.
Oh, 100%.
And
but-
that's humiliating as a bloke. You
I
have to
know,
go
like
into
a
the
good
lie.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Good 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's good
Arena's
for me anyway.
dying.
That's great. And then you have to tell Irena, it's because you're so beautiful. It's never happened before. Now, Irena, you giving up being a nurse now? Or what are you going to, what's your plan?
No, I'm going to continue life as a nurse, but I'm going to be doing it from Perth.
Wow.
Oh, so
Okay.
you're moving to Perth?
Yes, moving to Perth. Yeah,
When are you going to do that?
straight away.
It's a gorgeous city, Perth. I've lived
amazing.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I've never been, so
It's lovely. It
Yeah.
is lovely. But if you want to drive up and down the coast, there's nothing there.
Well, it was
up the
a hard
coast.
act convincing him to come
there's
to
things
Melbourne.
there.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
Melbourne is not the greatest place
Yes,
right now.
the disease capital of the world,
That's
Melbourne
right.
now. So you don't want to be there.
I don't think Locky would do
I was
too
like,
well
come
there.
to Melbourne.
Yeah.
We have Corona, and
Yeah.
we've got,
We've got all these
lockdown
great
and-
things.
And you'll be locked indoors, just exactly what you want in life.
Yeah.
So are you going on a 21-day hike? I mean, that sounds really bad to me, but you guys look like you're in for it. I don't know.
We've actually got a 5-month hike in plan.
Yeah.
Oh, kill me now.
Yeah.
A 5-month hike. Where are you going?
PCT in America. As soon as we can
Yeah.
get over, it's a long hike all the way up through from pretty
You
much
know,
Mexico
there's
up to Canada.
helicopters and cars and shit like that. Why do you like
No.
walking around?
I don't know, just being
Yeah.
outdoors. Like while hiking, I hate hiking.
Yeah.
But like getting to a campsite, getting to a summit, or like stuff that's when you feel
The
good.
achievement.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I just love being outdoors, and I genuinely walk all the bloody time.
Do
I
you? You're a
constantly
big walker.
Yeah, I try and smash out at least sort of between 10 and 20 k's a day. So
She wore out the
Walking.
carpet in ISO.
Oh, wow,
I
Ben.
know.
We just walking
hotel
up.
quarantine killed me. 500 laps a day of the hotel room.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, to
Oh,
get
so you're a full psycho as well,
Yeah,
then, walking
crazy.
around in circles.
Yeah.
You
You
need
guys
to
are
get
meant
out.
to be then.
Yes.
Good match. and Lockie, were you saying you wanted to climb Everest?
Yeah.
Said it. I was telling Kyle how what a
so
great
dumb.
achievement. He's not even impressed by Everest.
Oh, a man climbed a mountain. Big deal.
I
Make a
don't-
spaceship or something good. You don't make any money climbing a mountain.
No, you spend a lot of money climbing.
Yes, that's
the
right.
mountain.
Yes,
it's quite
it costs a
expensive.
lot.
I
How
did
much-
just give Irena a book on Everest for her to read, so
Yeah.
Do you reckon you would do that? It's really dangerous.
Come to base
I'd
camp.
come to base camp only because I'd want to know that he's okay. So,
Just to let you
His
know,
personal
base
nurse
camp
will
is
just
not
follow
at the
him.
bottom of the
I know,
mountain, right?
I
It's
know.
halfway up the
I
bastard.
know.
Yeah, it takes a lot just to get to base camp.
Yeah.
And you'd stay there in a tent while he went off to climb Everest.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who looks
have you
after
seen
you?
the movie Everest?
That's
yeah,
what the
well,
book's
that's
on.
yeah.
Oh my
I
god!
know, one of my
would-
favourite
that's-
movies.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. I love that
The
movie.
book is so much better.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm
like
just reading it
1,000 times
now.
better.
I'm sorry. No book is better than a movie. 'Cause-
I don't read, man. I've read that book. That's the only book I've ever read.
Is that right? Well, look, I'm so thrilled that you've come through this. I didn't know from moment to moment. And what about who was that hot one we had in yesterday?
Beck.
Oh.
Beck, who came
What,
third
you
of
just sort of pushed her out the door like, no thanks.
Yeah, it was
I
kind
know
of a
it's hard to
whirlwind.
say with your beautiful girl beers.
I had connections with all the girls, but obviously my connection with Irena was much stronger.
Yeah.
And she was saying yesterday that there is no chance for you and Bella to ever obviously repair anything. That's like done, dusted, don't want to know.
I think that ship's definitely sailed.
Why?
Well, you know, coming into the whole thing, I came in there to find love. I never thought that I'd make friends. And I always looked back at it and I'm like, how do these girls like get along so well? They're after the same guy. It made no sense.
It does seem weird.
And then from day one, Bella and I just got along so well and we did everything around the house together and we were constantly just together. And the moment that we both started falling in love with Locky, you know, it got hard and, you know, we're hurting each other by sharing, you know, details about our connections with him.
Jealousy and resentment started to build.
And it's natural. And, you know, my end goal was, you know, I wanted a relationship. I went in there to find love, and if I found friendships, that would have been a bonus. And yeah, unfortunately, the friendship broke up. And yeah, you know, I wish her nothing but the best. And, you know, I hope she finds happiness.
If you guys were ever to have a threesome, would you invite Bella into the threesome?
God, no. Oh, my
Why?
goodness, no.
I'm not asking you, Jackie.
I'm done with every other girl. Like, the one thing that surprises me about Irena, like, as much as their relationship did separate and it's kind of bad, but anytime anyone badmouths Bella on social media and stuff, like, Irena still goes and defends her.
Oh, I don't like the bad mouthing. That's no.
I know, but like,
it's
it just shows
unnecessary.
how nice Irena is. She's
Yeah.
such a
Hurtful.
sweetheart.
It's unnecessary.
Well, the way I see it is what happened between me and Bella is between us, and you know, I don't want anyone to dislike either of us because of what happened between us. Like, that's between
Sure.
us, and I don't want her copying any hate or anything. And you know, it's not nice seeing that. And you know, I just want everyone to be a little bit kinder, you know, to everyone, and especially her. And you know, she's going to need a lot of support, you know, coming up now. And you know, I hope that she finds her happiness.
Is that real, or are you just saying that as a PR line?
No, she's
No.
really that
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I think she is that nice.
That's what was weird. Like, because the whole way through, I was like, "You're too perfect."
You can't be
and I
that
can
nice.
see why people look at her and go, "You're just putting that on," but she's not. She's really that nice.
Well, if
She's
you're really
beautiful.
that nice, why did all the other boyfriends marry the next
I
person that they
know.
met? Well, did you
Because
just set them up for
You
life,
weren't
or
meant
what?
to be with
That's
them.
right.
You're meant to be with Locky.
Yeah, I was meant
That's
to
why.
find Locky, and
Jackie, I think Walt Disney gave birth to you. You're such a Disney girl.
I believe in fate and
Yeah.
timing, and I think, you know, that's the reason why.
The
probably.
one thing I always say, like, I'm not believing like soulmates and all that kind of stuff. But then when I think about Irena, it's like we're so opposite, but then so perfect in every way that I'm like, is there such thing as a soulmate? And that's what I think she is for me.
Oh, that's nice. Good to see, guys. Oh,
That's like Brooklyn, but he has the arsehole mate.
Still a soulmate.
Yeah, just ink it
goes in a
differently.
different way.
It's just a different- Oopsie, there it is. Well, congratulations,
Yeah,
guys.
congrats,
Couldn't be
guys.
happier for you.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
And look, good luck trekking all around the world. No doubt there'll be a news story that one of you perished somewhere, some stage in the future.
No, I'm got my eyes on him. He's not going anywhere now.
Well, except for when he leaves your base camp with a bunch of foreigners, a bunch of drunken sailors. You'll be right, babe. I'll be back in 4 months.
Yep.
thanks,
It's
guys.
amazing. I
Thanks
love
so
it.
much.
Thank
Good
you.
see
Nice to meet you. Okay.